Welcome back YouTube, this is Ahmed from In-Depth Tech Reviews, and in today's video I will be making a really exciting camera comparison. I have here my daily driver, the Pixel 3 XL, and this phone camera is known as one of the best in the market. Since the release of the Pixel 2, Google has relied heavily on computational photography rather than adding more cameras or adding a bigger sensor. So it's all about the software. So that made me think, can the software on this phone produce better shots than a professional camera? So I have here my Canon 200D, the one that I'm filming with right now, and I will use with it its kit lens, the one that comes in the box, the 18-55mm zoom lens. So this video will be only dedicated for the daylight comparison, and in the following videos I will compare the night and the indoors shots. So let's check out how they are compared to each other. Before the comparison, let's check the differences between the two cameras. The Canon has a 24.2 megapixel sensor at a size of 332mm square, and the lens I'm using has optical image stabilization. When it comes to the Pixel, it rocks 12.2 megapixel sensor, which is half the megapixels of the Canon, and a size of 24.6mm square, which is 13.5 times smaller than the Canon. However, the Pixel uses optical and digital image stabilization. I will start with the video comparison. You can immediately see the Canon is heavily impacted by my handshake. So the Pixel managed to take a lot more steady video. So let's check out the mic. وكمان الاستابلايزيشن انا مش مستعمل اي حاجه او استابلايزر او اي حاجه للصوره، انا ماسك الجهازين في ايديا ماشي عادي جدا. وكمان برضو هنا بنجرب الصوت عشان نعرف اذا كان المايك بتاع البيكسل صوته كويس في الهواء اللي احنا فيه ده. وكمان برضو هنا البيكسل هو بيصور 4K 30 frames per second. The Pixel sounds better to me and the wind doesn't impact the sound as much as the Canon. The Pixel has February update which improved the mic as per the release notes of the update. So I think the win is for the Pixel here. Finally, the Pixel is set on 4K 30 frames per second, while the Canon can shoot only 1080p at 60 frames per second. So, with better stabilization, mic, and the quality, the Pixel wins the video comparison in every aspect. So let's jump into the photos. Both cameras are set to auto with no additional software or equipments used. In this shot, the colors of the Pixel image is more saturated and the white balance is warmer, so the Canon colors is closer to the reality. When we zoom in, you will notice more details on the Pixel's image, so when it comes to colors, it depends on your personal preference. However, I give the win to the Pixel as it produced a more detailed image with half the megapixels. Here, the more color-saturated image of the Pixel enhanced the look of the tree, while the Canon image looks washed out. When we zoom in again, you will see more details in the Pixel image, so I think this one looks better too on the Pixel. The same scenario repeats itself. I can see a lot more details and shadows on the Pixel photo, but what really stand out here is the HDR. In the Canon photo, the clouds and Burj Khalifa almost doesn't exist, while the Pixel managed to balance the shot, showing all the details. Another shot here that shows how much the details of the Pixel image stand out. There are parts of the image that doesn't appear on the Canon. Finally, these are 3 shots taken directly towards the sun to check out the HDR of each camera. And the Pixel was consistently better than the Canon, showing the sky and the clouds, without losing any details from the shot. Another comparison here with 3 macro shots. Both cameras managed to keep the objects in focus. However, the Pixel shots looks better as it shows more details and the colors pop out. Another important thing to compare is the zoom. And as you know, the Pixel uses only one lens, so it can zoom digitally. However, Google implemented a new software feature called Super Res Zoom, where the device takes advantage from your handshake when you zoom in, and it takes multiple photos before you hit the shutter key. And then it combines all of them to compensate any lost pixels from the final shot. On the other hand, the Canon uses optical zoom, so you won't lose any pixels when you zoom in. So let's check out how the Super Res Zoom compared against the optical zoom of the Canon. As advised, I'm using the 18-55mm zoom lens on the Canon, which gives about 3 times zoom. So I took my shot with both devices from the same exact position. firing the zoom on both cameras to 3 times, and here is what I've got. Surprisingly, the details on the Pixel shot still more than the Canon, which really blown my mind. So I think Google has nailed it in the zoom as well. And here I'm done with my comparison. So what do you think? For me, the Pixel done a lot better job than the Canon, and that convinced me that it's not only about how many megapixels or how big is the sensor size in your camera. However, the software plays a very important role in photography these days. And with the progression in the smartphone cameras, I think they will excel the professional cameras in the near future. I hope you like my video, and if you do, please hit the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. The next video will be about the night shots between the two cameras, so stay tuned and thank you for watching.